Sawadee Kap, Dukon. Good afternoon. Join me in lesson 11 of my basic Thai course. Today, the material is divided into two sections. The first section is translating a Thai dialogue to English, and the second part is using intensifiers and certain classifiers like classifiers for people and classifier for certain group of people. Okay, let's move on to the first part of this lesson today, which is translating a basic dialogue. So the basic dialogue now is about Mr. Smith meeting a Thai local. So speaker A is Mr. Smith and speaker B is the Thai local. Here goes the dialogue. Sawadee Kap. It's a greeting by Mr. Smith saying hello. And then the Thai local responded, Kun put ภาษาไทยเก่งจังเป็นคนชัดอะไรครับ? There are two messages in his response. The first is Kun put ภาษาไทยเก่งจัง. Kun is you. Put ภาษาไทย is speak the Thai language. Keng chang is Keng is good or well, and then there's an intensifier chang. So it translates into you speak Thai very well. And then the second part of his response, Pen kon chat arai krap. It was a question. Pen kon chat. You are nationality or your nationality. Arai is what, and then krap. He added crap to make his answer polite. Pen kon chat arai krap. What is your nationality? And then Mr. Smith responded, Pom pen kon American krap. Pom is I for a male speaker. Pen kon American is an American. Krap. I'm an American. And then speaker B continued on saying, Kun put ภาษาไทยได้ดีมากครับ. It was a compliment. Kun is you. Put ภาษาไทย is speaking the Thai language. Dai di is you can speak. And then there's an intensifier. Mak. Mak is very. So you can speak very well the Thai language. Crap. So you can speak the Thai language very well. And then Mr. Smith answered, ขอบคุณครับ ผมพูดได้นิดหน่อยเท่านั้นครับ ขอบคุณครับ is thank you. And then he said, ผมพูดได้นิดหน่อยเท่านั้นครับ Pom is I again for a male speaker. Put dai is I can speak. Nit noi tao nan is just a little. Krap, so I can only speak a little. And then speaker B continued on saying, ใครเซินภาษาไทยคนครับ? He was asking, ใคร is who, เซิน is teach or to teach, ภาษาไทย is the Thai language, and kun is you. So who taught you the Thai language, crap? And then Mr. Smith answered, Kun Nung Nat, crap. It was Ms. Nong Nat. Kun is an address to a person who is higher in authority. So it could be a Mr. or a Miss, but we do not know. We just take it from the context that Nong Nat is a female. So you say Miss Nong Nat. And Mr. Smith continued on, เขาเป็นครูภาษาไทยที่โรงเรียนเซินภาษา เขาเป็น is she is. ครูภาษาไทย is a Thai teacher. เขาเป็นครูภาษาไทย she is a Thai teacher. ที่ is at. โรงเรียน is school. เซินภาษาไทย Sun Pasa. Sunpasa is teaching language. So she is a teacher in a school teaching language or in a language school. So it translates into she is a Thai language teacher at a language school. So that's the dialogue translated into English. I hope that you got the translation and some of the Thai words that are that I mentioned. So we can now move on to the second part of the lesson, which is looking into the intensifiers and the classifiers. If you noticed earlier in the dialogue, you heard the word chang, and we added it to some stative verbs like keng, chang. Keng is good, chang is an intensifier, so it becomes very good or very well. D is also good, or swai is beautiful. So when we say swai chang, swai is beautiful, chang is very, so it now becomes very beautiful. Another intensifier is keng itself. Keng is added to verbs. So when you say Kau rian ng sai keng, Kau is he, rian is learn, and keng is an intensifier. So that means to say he learns with facility. He is a fast learner, or he is a good student. And then we can add a negative word in before keng to make it something the opposite. Like Kau lendon tree my keng. Kau is he. Lendon tree is play music. My is not. Keng is a positive intensifier like good. So my keng is not good or poorly. He plays music poorly. And last example here, Kru Kau Keng Pasatay. Kru is teacher, Kau is he, so his teacher. Keng Pasatay is very good in the Thai language. So his teacher is good in Thai. And the last part of today's lesson is using various words to describe nationalities, like kon is the classifier for person or people. Thai is describing the group of Thais. So kon Thai is a Thai or Thais. Kon Yipun is Japanese. Kon Fama is Burmese. Kon Yeraman is German, and Kun Egypt is Egyptian. But for the Thai language, they have certain words for bigger groups of people, like for Malaysian, Indonesians, Indians, and all the Middle Eastern countries, they call them collectively as Kik. So you say Kik Indonesia, Kik Malaya, Malayo, Kik Egypt, or you can say Kik India. However, for white-skinned people like Europeans, Australians, Americans, the special term they use is farang. So do they call Chinese farang? I don't think so, because it has something to do with the location. Westerns, I don't know, because they included here the Australians. So basically the Caucasian looking white skinned people. Kau pen farang chai mai. So it translates into you are a foreigner, aren't you? And then the foreigner answered, Chai krap, kau pen kon sepin. That's right, I'm Spanish. I hope that you learned something today. Joining me in my lesson 11 for the basic Thai course. And I also hope that you are learning with me, and see you in the next lessons. ขอบคุณครับ